Um, so, I don't understand why, why they would take us through this as a people after uh, all that my people hustle and bustle and struggle to go through and already died for us to go through. I yelled out Trayvon, Trayvon, Mike Brown, because that blood is still crying out in the streets. And I would want somebody to do that for me. God forbid, if I was killed by the police. If if you don't do something, I might be arrested again. They don't care if I contact you or not. Um, you know, y'all ain't hearing me. You know, y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. So I just, I don't know um, what more um, could 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 they do for you, um, the king. Um, you've done the worst, and uh, I'm not gonna glor- glorify the devil anyway. Magnify the devil. Y'all gonna stop sending me sending these trailers all around me. At ORU, trailers was riding all around me, and in the middle of the north side of St. Louis sat a trailer, just sitting there, a trailer in the middle of, what is it doing on the middle of the north side of St. Louis? Um, do y'all do this to Titus? Do y'all do this to Titus? Because I would have a fit if somebody was driving trailers around my son. And I'm in the check cashing place in Florissant, and there was a man that comes in, uh, eyeing me, standing right in front of me, eyeing me while I'm getting my check, and then he announces that he's from Florida, as if I didn't know that I was being stopped by them. My checks have been stolen um, through with Miss Soyka not giving me the checks, funding for my ministry for Tigers Only, and it's just absurd. And to get this here letter, um, this letter basically reads, it says, that's Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas. Dallas County Justice of Peace, Precinct 1, Place 1, Statement and Plea Form. Please return this entire statement with your payment of $325. Bad enough that there was a judge there that in Florida that told me that I had to pay $4,000 when they arrested me off the transit bus in Miami, Florida. Telling me I'm trespassing by just riding a bus was ridiculous enough. And I'm just not going to pay somebody $4,000, almost $5,000, to tase me up, get me tased up, beat up by the police. You're not going to get paid for whooping my ass. Excuse my French. You know, um, you're not going to get paid. Sorry, you're not going to get paid for taking me through this and then dipping me into the system, the jail cell system, having me sit in jail for 6 months. right after my birthday, 6 months in June, around June the 20th, and the cops, basically, 5,000 and now $325 after all this time. And I don't. And then you tell me that I have to go to a court here in Florissant. Everybody know from St. Louis that there's no court here in Florissant. Nobody goes to court here in Florissant. We from here. We know this. So, these little flunky judges, these flunky lawyers who act like they don't know nothing about the law with their country selves. They don't know nothing about the law. They don't know anything about um, state constitutional laws. And I'm sick of this. I'm tired of losing everything. I'm angry because everybody have seen me in this dress, even on Facebook. They reads that I had on Facebook with this dress and church services. It's missing. It's gone. Because they have my jewelry box in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Sent me, took my studio equipment, my microphones. And this is not the first time that they stole my microphones. I mean, 2 fags off the beach. I couldn't have a nice evening on the beach without just closing my eyes and just enjoying the sun. And when I opened my eyes, my purse was gone with my microphone, my stimulus money that was given to me after I graduated from Miami-Dade College. And I am just sick and tired of losing everything. Clothes, shoes. I had shoes that had Trump's name in it. And these were very, very expensive stilettos, blue with the diamonds in it. And there in South Beach, everybody saw me with my whole wardrobe for our events for Tigers Only. And I'm just, I'm sick and tired of just losing everything. Because you saw me there in sequence holding up, and you're not going to tell people that it's not because of the projects of For Tigers Only. It's not because of the plays that I have wrote called Cuffs, because I have had 7 or 8 arrests where I was innocently arrested, unlawful arrest, before you ever knew that I had wrote the play Cuffs. And before I wrote the play One, but I'm not going to talk about that right now because it's just irrelevant. And there's no sense in giving me this this slap in the face to society and to our constitutional laws and people that have already paved the way so that we can have freedom. That's no reason for you to tell me that I have a court date anywhere, because I have had time served, which was unlawfully. That is the legal term for being arrested, innocently arrested. I had no business in jail in the first place. Jail is not for me. Those 5 years that you threatened to give me for battery of a Leo, when everybody know that I did not hit the officers at all in South Beach, Florida. A cloud of witnesses. I mean, thousands and thousands stood there when I was arrested in front of Fat Tuesdays, and you lied. The lawyer that they issued me, everybody, they just lied and said that I wasn't at Fat Tuesdays. They lied about the location. They lied and said that I was at that it happened in front of Mangoes. And it did not happen in front of Mangoes when I was sitting down drinking a soda. Two bald white officers just came over to me and told me that I was trespassing. I tried to give them a t-shirt that had blood on it that I found on the beach. And you're going to do something about blood running down the street? Here's a t-shirt that I found. Somebody stole my phone that day, and I believe that they tied up in it, because they never do anything about it when I report it to them. And so, and he didn't want to do anything about it that night. I said, somebody stole my phone. Or can I make a police report? Are you going to do something about that? And he refused to do that. When I threw him the t-shirt, he let it fall to the ground like they let so many other deaths and people fall to the ground, arrested innocent people like me when they should be out there trying to figure out who is killing Trayvon, who is killing Mike Brown, who is arresting Shirley Wade for no reason at all, who is putting Titus Wade in a system for no reason at all, who's stealing my wardrobe again, who stole all my microphones, who's doing all this. So, who's announcing their names, and who does that? Arrest a good Christian girl, an evangelist woman. Excuse me, I'm a woman, and have me, you just don't do this to an evangelist. And I've been a cussing Christian ever since. Ever since my son got put in the system unlawfully. It was on Christmas, the day after Christmas, and just an unlawful emplacement. And he's been unlawfully placed with relatives that I don't want him with now, and never did, because they sided with my abusers. Vakeen Jordan Mitchell at Travelers Aid Hope Atlanta, and she got with them, and and then and for them to even have my son, basically stole my son from me. So I guess they want to steal everything from me. So they not only are they keeping my son, but they keeping my whole entire wardrobe. Everybody know I used to get my clothes from dealers, Neiman Marcus, Macy's, all of my clothes, all of my bad boots and heels and purses to match, fur coats. I mean, dead in the winter, and they still won't give me my coats. Purple coats, fuchsia coats, turquoise coats, and turquoise purses, Louis Vuittons, Gucci, and Coach bags. I mean, they have all of my stuff, and won't give it to me. And so, with the family that has done this to me, the family is doing this to me, and you want to do it too with your policemen, Miss Vakeen Jordan Mitchell, and sit up there and have the police steal all my clothes out the beach. And this is actually that was the second wardrobe that they had stolen off the beach. And my computers, 3 computers were stolen and kept in police property. Still my jewelry box, and my 3 computers are my 2 computers are in police property at Tulsa, Oklahoma. I went down there like a fool. Like you told me. You said well, we don't have your things and property here. You know, you already sent me way to Okmulgee jail. What ORU student even knows about Okmulgee? You know, and then you tell me when I get out of the jail, that they send me in a black vehicle with black tinted windows back to Tulsa, and then when I get there, they tell me, well, you have to go way across the river to get your studio equipment, your things, all of my curling irons, all of um, my everything, you know. It's just sad. My son's Christmas toys, his little infantry truck that I was telling everybody about, that I had for him for Christmas. They kept that, you know. So, you know, it's just really, really cruel. And you know, even Soiga, at the house in Florida, has his Christmas gifts, and there's a wardrobe of mine there, still, and then the checks, that she refused to mail, and told me that she didn't feel, she's not obligated to answer the phone, and all this kind of stuff. And the 3 phone calls that I gave her, she was tired of me calling her, because I wasn't going to call her more than 3 times. I'm going to give you, honey, 3 times. 3 times to tell me that it's Christmas and you can't give me my checks. So, and these are government checks. Government checks. And it's funding for my son, it's funding for me, it's funding for my ministry. Homeless you want me to be, you know, because they can create homeless for you guys. Oh, millions of people out there know how being homeless is a crime. It's also a crime when you cause somebody to be homeless and then tell them at the center that they can't come in, you know, because I witnessed that with my own eyes, Soiga, when you told me basically that you kicked that girl out, told her that she wasn't going to accept her rent anymore, and that you called the shelters, and the shelters was giving you all kind of client information about her, telling you that she caused problems at the shelter and all that kind of stuff, and talked so much to them against her. I don't even know if they are even, you know, chronically is a crime when you do that to a folk like me, you know. I don't know about her. You know, she basically told me before she left that she was a witch, and she used to cause people, curse people kids, and things like that, and witness the kids being sick and stuff like that. And so, you know, so I'm not saying things in her defense per se, but I'm just saying that there are people like you that would do this to people that aren't witch-like, you know. And there are people that, just like the police arrested me, you know, a mother that want to protect her son. I should be a mother that want to protect her son. You don't arrest me because I call the police on Rico Wade, because I don't want She's gone. She made the place feel like a home, filled up all the empty spaces in your